Welcome students. Next modal is will. It expresses simple futurity, determination, promise, threat, willingness, intention and wish. Now, for examples, number 1, I will mend my ways. So, it's basically a promise that someone is making that I will correct, okay, or modify, okay. So, I will mend my ways, okay, my way of lifestyle, suppose. Next, number 2, I will go home now. So, it's basically a wish. Number 8, would, past form of will, doubt, polite request, habit or attitude, probability, threat, and wish. He would come to attend the party. So it's basically a probability, okay, that has been expressed over here. Okay, so he would come to attend the party. A probability has been expressed. Now, number 2. Would you please lend me your bike for a day? So, it's basically a polite request. Number 9, must. It expresses duty, obligation, necessity, compulsion, guess, determination, inevitability, advice, and threat. Now, example number 1, we must have our money back. So, it's a kind of determination, students. Okay? So, someone wants his or her money back. So, specifically a group of people. So, we must have our money back. Next, number 2, you must tell the truth. So, you must tell the truth. So, it's basically an advice. Okay. Next, number 10, ought to. It expresses duty, obligation, guess, necessity, advice, social bondage, and something done in the past. Number 1, we ought to serve our country. So, it's a duty that we should carry on. Okay, we ought to serve our country. Next, number 2, they ought to work hard. So, they ought to do something. Okay, so they ought to do what? They ought to work hard. So, it's basically an advice. Number 11, need, which expresses necessity, obligation. You need not wait for him. So basically this is need of the situation or a kind of necessity, or better to say what is necessary or not. Next, number 2, need I go to school today? So this is a kind of obligation that whether I should do that job or not, or whether I should carry on that activity or not. So, need I go to school today? Next, number 12, dare, which expresses courage, boldness. Now, number 1, she dare not go out alone. So, over here, dare is expressing that whether or what she should do. Understood? What she should do. Next, number 2, does he dare to jump out of the window? So, whether he is bold enough to carry out an activity or not. Okay? As opposed to the first one, or better to say, unlike the first one, which is expressing whether someone should show courage or not. Okay. Number 13. Used to. Habit. Something existed in the past. Present habit. All this are expressed. Now, number 1. She used to get up early. Where it is her past habit. Okay. So, habit that she used to do in the past time or in her past time. Next, number 2. She is used to a hard life. So, something that she is used to and that existed in the present time. Okay, or as a present habit of that person. So, she is used to a hard life. So, tough life. Next, number 3. When I was young, I used to work very hard. So, it's something that I used to do when I was young. Okay, so something existed in the past. And another thing, students, about the last 3 modals that I have discussed with you, these 3 modals are also known as semi-modals. Okay, due to their usage. Thank you.